welcome back to SF Craft Season 2 for Episode 10. So as you can see, we are at the White House in the gaming district, which I will soon explain. But in this episode, we are going to make our beacon, work on the 4th floor of the main building, and improve the super smelter, as well as do some PvP fights. So we are at the back of the White House in the gaming district, and that is because we finally killed Sword. He was on here in the gaming district, and Aaron and I were on, so we went and killed him, and Aaron got the last hit, so she is now the dictator. So let's change this flag. I brought plenty of lime wool to change it out, because the blue team is no longer in control. And even though Sword died and he lost control, he was not very active, so he's okay with this. And if we didn't kill him, someone else was going to. And there we go. The flag is now completely changed and it's now green. So now we need to go in and loot this place. And although Sword didn't put anything in it, there are some things in here. And I never really showed what the inside of this place looked like before. So up here, there's just a bedroom, in here are the chest and some other things. And over here is the storage room, and there is all of this netherite armor, which Sword's team would have gotten at the beginning if any of them have actually played. So they would have had a big advantage over everyone having max netherite armor right away. But we will now be able to get that armor and the weapons as well, because we are now in control. And over here there's a super smelter and some chests which we can use when we are here. And out here is the building for the other team members. And there are 4 of these rooms, and 3 of them look like this, which are just basic rooms for the team members at the beginning. And this 4th room is an enchanting room, so they would have immediately had an enchanting table and 15 bookshelves at the beginning of the game. And now we also have control of the courtroom, which is in here that we can use, and the bank, which probably at some point we will go down to the vault, change the key, and get some of the emeralds out of there. So now that we have officially taken control of the gaming district, last episode we fought the Wither, and we got a nether star, and now it is time to make a beacon. So there we go. And I have enough emeralds to make a max beacon, so we are going to get started on that right away. I've already placed out the first level, so I'll just fill in the rest of this. And we have our beacon already, put those other emeralds back, so we lost most of our emeralds from that, but that's okay. We won't need them, and the beacon, of course, doesn't work yet because I have to clear out this area here. So I'm going to have to dig up to the surface, and then I'll probably cover it up with a block on the top, and then I'll just destroy that block every time I come down here to make sure that the beacon stays hidden and no one can find it or steal the emeralds. So the blocks above the beacon are now clear, and as you can see, I now have haste 2. So we are going to be able to mine a lot of stone quickly. We are back from our first mining session with the beacon, and this is how much stone we got. Ignore all the cobblestone and all the other stuff, but the actual stone and other ores and materials in there, that is from mining with the beacon. So most of this stone we are going to need to smelt into smooth stone for the building, and we do not have any way to distribute the fuel equally at a quick speed. So I do have a lot of iron now from mining, so I'm going to add a hopper minecart track on the back so we can distribute the fuel quickly. And it is now complete. So if you go around the back here, just like when you would put in the item that you're smelting, in this minecart here, we'll put in the fuel. I'll put in 2 stacks, which should be enough to smelt all of the stone for now. And this lever will control both of the mine carts. So the fuel is now distributing into the furnaces. And now we will no longer have to worry about that when smelting a lot of items. And after a few minutes, we got 5 stacks of stone and all of our iron and gold we got from the beacon mining smelted. So we will now have enough stone to start working on the next floor of the building. And with that stone, I have completed the roof, the 3rd floor, and the floor of the 4th floor. And I have also completed the bubble elevator, which is right here. And this will go right up to the 4th floor. And now I will be able to start working on the walls of the 4th floor. But before we do that, we have some other things that we need to do first, like refilling our emerald supply. And I have updated this sign, so hopefully more people will see it, and they will see that I have new books and buy some of these books. So we already sold one there, 40 emeralds, and one of these. And none in any of those. But we did sell a lot of Unbreaking 3, which is good. And a Fortune 3. No silk touch, surprisingly, and a lot of mending. But who paid with iron? What? Who would buy a mending book with iron? I mean, I'll take it, but I don't know who did that. Like, don't pay with iron, and someone paid with diamonds too. Like, I'm not really going to complain about diamonds because it is kind of like an alternate currency, but don't come in here and pay with iron. That just does not make any sense. But we got a lot of emeralds and a few diamonds from that, so we are going to be able to refill our supply quickly. And after crafting those into blocks, we got 2 stacks and 27 blocks and 6 emeralds. So unfortunately, a small war seems to have broken out. Forbes wanted to be the one to kill Sword because he wanted to be the dictator and control the gaming district. But because Aaron and I did it, especially without telling him first, he's now angry about it and wants to kill Aaron. So we are going to have to take him out or try to reach an agreement with him, which I don't know if that's going to be possible. But now we have control over the prison, so if we kill him, then we can put him in a prison cell and we won't have to worry about him anymore. So Aaron, Fire, and I are all at Forbes' base. And as you can see, it has become a little messed up from him placing end crystals here and other traps to try to kill us. But because he is targeting Aaron, we are all invisible, so he won't know which one of us is her, and therefore he won't be able to directly kill her and then escape. So we know he last logged off here, so we are just waiting for him to get back on so we can kill him. And I don't know if we can get him on because I can't use Discord without my game crashing, so I'm hoping my teammates and other people in the Alliance can help get him on, and then we'll be able to take him out. So at this point, I'm just telling Soch to threaten Forbes to blow up the end crystal because I know Forbes still wants to kill Soch. So hopefully that will get him on, but I'm still not sure. So apparently Soch decided to tell Forbes our entire plan and ruin everything. So forget about Forbes, we need to get Soch. So I'm going to try to get out of here. I am invisible, so he's not going to know that it's specifically me until he dies, but we're going to need to kill him. Make sure he goes to prison. And there we go. So he will now be in a prison cell alongside Forbes if we can get him, but I'm not sure what's going to happen now. So because Soch turned on us, I was able to convince Forbes that we were going after Soch now and not him on Discord. And because we were talking on Discord, I had stopped the recording, and when he said that he was going on, I quickly went on and killed him as soon as he got on. So because everything happened so fast, I did not start recording again because I wasn't sure if I was going to get on in time. But Forbes was defeated, and he was sent to prison for a day or until he escapes. and he had to pay us all of his netherite blocks as war reparations. So because he was defeated, Forbes felt like he had to move from his base, and he sold his base to Astro. But he's also mad at Astro for taking over his base, so now he wants to fight Astro for some reason. So for now we're in the shopping district because we are all safe here for whatever trade they're going to do, but I think they're going to take this to the PvP arena. So it looks like they're already doing something outside, so let's take a look at this. It's just Forbes and Fire, so I'm not sure where Astro is. But I think this will be a good fight. So Astro is finally here, and not sure what Forbes is. Oh, harming. I guess harming arrows are going to be banned, but I think we will be ready to go. So let's go, I think. Wait, no. Nah, I'm gonna type the rest of the numbers anyway. 1, go. Okay, let's go. I don't know what Fire's doing spamming go, but it looks like they're already getting some good hits on each other. And Forbes is on fire. I guess they don't have fire aspect. And Astro's already dead. Wow. That did not take long at all. And they're doing a second round, so 3, 2, 1, go. So let's see what happens this time. Forbes will probably still win, and I fell down. But now we can see this fight up close. They're just hitting each other with their swords. This is terrible. I don't understand. No one has fire aspect, or maybe they both have fire resistance from their potions or golden apples or something. I'm not really sure what's going on. But this is just kind of bad. They're not even moving around. Who's gonna die first? Forbes is running, so he might be in trouble. Oh yeah, he ate a golden apple. This is why I do these fights without any effects, because this is what they look like when you use effects. And Astro died, so Forbes is in the lead 2-0. So I'm in creative right now, and that's because Soch is now in prison. And he left, so I couldn't see him set spawn, but he is in this back cell, so there is literally no way for him to escape unless someone lets him out. So hopefully he will be stuck there for a long time after what he did. As I said before, Astro bought Forbes' base, so it is looking pretty good again. It now has a roof, and all of the explosions from the end crystals have been fixed. The inside's looking good, the villagers are not there, and his prison's cleared out, but there is still a villager over on this side, which has aqua affinity. That's alright, I guess. And this area down here is completely gone. He just blew it up so no one could take his stuff, I'm guessing. But the rest of this is looking pretty good. The area over here is still completely together, the pandas and the villagers. And I'm not sure if his XP farm was fixed again, but I'm not really sure what's going on here. And his XP farm over there is not fixed. So yeah, there's mobs dropping out of this thing. I don't understand how he can never build an XP farm that actually stays together, but even though Astro cleaned it up, the area over here is still a big mess. So hopefully Astro can fully fix it and get the peninsula looking nice. So we are back at the shopping district again this episode, and that is because it has completely changed again. And this is Wise Year and the communist team's area. And he has completely flattened his entire area that he had and filled it with cyan terracotta and smooth stone. So I'm sure it will look good once he gets some more buildings in there and completes it. And Wolf has also built a little shop here. I'm not sure what this is. And let's take a look inside here. And the barrels are empty, so we'll have to see what that is when it opens. And IDK Chick's plot over here, not sure what happened to it, but it has been completely blown up. And now there is a giant hole in the ground in the plot, and I'm not sure what she's going to be building there. So we will have to wait and see for that one too. And I'm all sold out of mending and I'm breaking 3 except those 2 books there. So while the shopping district is busy, we usually get a lot of sales. So we're going to check all of these barrels for emeralds again. And wow, we sold a lot of those. The armor enchantments don't usually sell that well, so that is really good that we sold a lot of those. And 2 more of these, so that new sign must be working. And it looks like nothing on that side sold, but that is still a lot of books sold and a lot of emeralds. And our total is now 3 stacks, 21 blocks, and 6 emeralds. So we are definitely coming back after building the beacon. So because we didn't get to work on very much in the base this episode, the last thing I want to do is work on the map room in the King F statue. So I have made some maps here, and I have some item frames which will hold 9 maps of the peninsula. So I'm going to just go around the peninsula and get all of the maps, and we can fill this in. And there we go. We now have a completed map of the occupied part of the peninsula. And on the right you can see my base and the village, and on top is Soch's house, and in the top of the middle you have Aaron's base, and below that is Zero's area and Fire's statue. And on the left we have Astro's new base that he bought from Forbes, so that is looking pretty good. And I think that's going to be it for this episode of SF Craft. Thanks for watching this episode of SF Craft. So in this episode, we defeated Sword and looted the gaming district, and Aaron became the new dictator. Forbes and Soch then decided to betray us, so we had to take out both of them and put them in prison. And now Soch is stuck in prison, and Forbes is out but back in the Alliance after he surrendered. We also watched some PvP fights between Forbes and Astro and worked on some things in our base. So I think this is the first episode since early in Season 1 where we did not have a time lapse, but that just shows how crazy this video was and how much we had to do with other players. So thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and we will see you in episode 11.